Hey, everybody, this is Steve Jensen, and you are listening to and watching episode 70 of the Funky Moose podcast.
I think we got it that time.
Sure. Close enough.
We'll figure it out.
Yep.
If there's a little bit of a delay from my lips to the sound, then there you go. But I think a majority of you aren't even watching the video, so we're good.
That's right. Hi, everyone.
Welcome to episode 70
of the Sit Down Podcast.
Yeah, so this was a fun one. We got Steve Jensen out of BC.
Yeah. I think he was a little bit nervous at the beginning, but he loosened up when he started playing songs for us. So
right.
If you wanna,
we have the privilege of hearing 3 original songs.
I was gonna say he played some songs for us, and you can leave in the comments below how many songs he played for us.
Well,
so that they know. Anyway, doesn't matter.
Well, there's actually 4, but I'm cutting one out.
Well, because that wasn't the whole song.
Anyways, yeah, we had the privilege of
the what?
Privilege. We had the privilege of listening to some original songs from him. Keep in mind, you guys, it is a Zoom call, right? So the quality isn't like perfection. But I mean,
plus we have thunder and lightning here, so
yeah.
We are cutting out every once in a while.
Yeah, there's that glitchy Zoom call quality going on there every now and again. I'll try and cut some of that out, but I mean, I might just leave it in too. Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. Please, you guys, click the like and subscribe buttons. It's nothing for you guys to just click that, but it means all the difference to us.
Yeah,
right?
just hit subscribe and make sure you ring the little bell, because that'll give you a notification and give us more statistics, I guess.
It's all a numbers game.
Yep.
Like I said, it means nothing for you to just click that, right? But it means a lot for us. So if you could please do that. And also some big news.
Yes, we have a sponsor.
Yeah.
So
an official.
Official this time.
An official sponsor.
So M3 is 3D is a 3D printer from the US, but they also ship to Canada. We don't have our sample piece here yet, but you will see that in the upcoming episodes.
Yeah, it's definitely on its way.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty kick-ass.
They make so the owner used to own a recording studio, so he's definitely a musician, and he started a business creating 3D printed items for musicians and music lovers. So you can get these 3D printed heads in the shape of people like Elon Musk or Einstein or Lady Liberty or stuff like that, and you can put your headphones on.
So basically these, but cooler.
Yes, although these Kanto H1 stands are very cool too. Thanks, Kanto.
But we've got a promo code for those.
Yes, so go to M3 is 3D. Google it, because right now at this moment I don't know the URL from the top of my head. I think it's M3.
I can.
Is 3D.
You guys, I'll put the URL right here.
Yeah, M3is3D.com, I believe. Go there, pick your product,
and it's in the description to this video.
Yes. If you can let me finish, I was
Sorry.
about to say that. So yeah, pick your product. Elon Musk's head is something that Joel and I will be getting in the mail.
One of him smoking the reefer on Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
That's going to be our display.
So on checkout, use the discount code MOOSE for 10% off any product on the site. And
enjoy the show. So how you been doing?
Pretty darn good. Yeah. Nice to see the COVID thing is slowly ending here in BC, and we're opening up slowly.
Nice.
Good.
Yeah, I think it's kind of same here too. Slowly
Yeah.
getting more open.
There's
I guess.
there's a 3-step plan here in Saskatchewan. I think we're on
Yeah,
step
listening.
2.
Yeah. And we like Dr.
Yeah.
Bonnie Henry. We think she's pretty fantastic, and we always feel for her stress when she's going, why are they having all these parties and everyone's, like acting like south of the border or whatever. But yeah,
Mhm.
it's getting a lot better.
Yeah. Good.
So are you familiar with the show and what we do here? Or not really?
Well, I watched the one episode before, and you're just having a nice chat and just discussing things and letting it go any old way, which I really like rather than a proper interview. Looked pretty good to me.
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
We're definitely not interviewers.
No.
I can't stress that enough. We're legit just here to hang out with you a little bit and shoot the shit.
I think Joel reiterates that almost every episode.
Look, but it's the truth.
It's true.
It really is the truth.
Sure.
I do like my form of research is like for you, for example, I got to listen to your YouTube channel today.
Right.
That's as far as my research goes. Like I know absolutely nothing else except for the music that you play. That's it. That's all I know.
That sounds good to me, man.
Right. So
that's what it's about, right? Yeah.
I noticed there's a bit of a delay right now. We have thunder and lightning in the air, so
cool.
Hopefully we got to this point where we see and hear each other. I hope we can keep that going for a while.
If there's like a big glitch or like some static delay, like we'll just wait it out. It'll clear itself up for sure.
Does the thunder and lightning actually cool down the air there, or is it just humid as all hell? I hope not.
It's humid for sure.
I would go with humid as all hell.
Yeah.
Is how I would vote.
But then later on during the night is probably going to be better, hopefully.
Right.
Hopefully.
How's the weather there? You're in BC, right?
Oh yeah, it's really, really nice here. We're looking out at the Blue Mountain Park. I better not move the phone or else it'll disrupt things. But yeah, really, really nice. When you live next to the park, a lot of cuckoo things happen. People think that there's nobody living right next to the park, so we hear all these nutty things going on in the night.
Oh,
to answer your question,
I want to hear the story.
Yeah, it's nice and cool, and and very seldom is it humid. Aaron and I, we drove across Canada just after we got married in 2018, and when we were in Toronto, King Street West, people were saying, "Oh, this is a nice day," and I thought, "Oh, wow, you guys have to like." We must be from the West Coast. It seemed way too humid, but yeah.
So, Erin is your wife. You
That
got married
is
in
correct.
2018, and
Yep.
Hi, Aaron.
Hi, Erin. I know she's in the background because we saw her.
She's just out of frame, I believe.
Yeah.
She helped us out, and I got that lovely track for her, track number 9 on "Give Me the Goods," because man, oh man, when you hit it right, it's really great. Yeah.
Track number 9 of "Give Me the Goods." Which song is that?
It's called Aaron.
That's not this one.
Oh, right.
It's the one I was listening to earlier.
Yeah.
Wasn't there, what's track 3 on there? Isn't there one that's like Julie or something?
Well, that's the first album, which I have on vinyl, which you guys have been wonderful in plugging. Julie, my friend.
It's this one here, right?
That's the one. Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
That thing is rolling along when it comes to the streams too, which is really better than nothing at all,
Speaking of, I need more copies because I wanted to get one from the inventory, but this is my own personal copy because I'm out. So
sold them all.
Yeah.
Wow, really?
You have more?
Oh, that's cool, man. Oh, that's great. Yeah. I got the that album, and then "Give Me the Goods," and of course I have "So for So Long." That's the country song that Jenny Doyle I wrote for her, and it's on her album. And of course the new one, "Ding Ding Ding," "Skytrain Babe."
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I like that song.
I chuckled at the start there. There was something like within the first minute, isn't it? And you say something about "I want to get off too," and then you're like, ah. I started laughing right by that one. I like it.
I'm a dirty old man. you know, I was playing that for my friend. He goes, "Oh, I wouldn't put that in." I thought, well, that's funny, right? A lot of I paid my
I
fare.
liked it.
The thing there.
Oh
I
yeah.
liked it. I thought it was clever. Um,
Yeah,
Mark was trying to. I was asking Mark earlier, like how the two of you guys crossed paths. Do you remember how you and Mark kind of got to know each other a little bit?
that's a good question.
I don't think Steve remembers what he had for breakfast.
Listen here, what did I have
Because
for breakfast?
in all fairness, I don't really recall either.
Mark's getting up there in age too, so I was like trying to. It was like pulling teeth there. I was trying to unlock some memories.
Yeah, because we had a promotional record, a 7-inch, and
That's
you
for
were the
sure.
first artist on there.
Okay,
Now,
yeah.
I don't remember how we got to that point though, because
I
this
think
was
I
in
suggested Brent Braidwood, who was a friend of mine and was in Maple
right.
Ridge. But you were going to have somebody else on before? You know, social
Yeah,
media. We probably thought, hey, you know, I'm always looking for albums, and I probably just typed in funky, you know, whatever records, you know, and found Funky Moose, and went, oh, kind of cool, you know. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Because that's right. You somehow we got to getting your song on the record. Then we were supposed to have someone else on the record as well, but we never heard from that guy again.
yeah, I don't know
Uh,
what happened there, but yeah, what do you
and
know?
then you said I know someone that might be interested, so we had Brent on the other side. So that
Absolutely.
worked out beautifully. Yeah,
And so, how many copies of that 7-inch was there?
100,
100 of them.
100 and a handful.
Was that like the first official, like Funky Moose record?
Yep, that was FMRP 001.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And there's only 100 of them out there.
Yep.
Oh, look at that. Do
Yeah.
you have a copy of it?
I do, of course.
Do you have a copy
I
of
have a
it,
test pressing too.
Steve?
Oh, I do. I absolutely do. You should have called it Funky Moose Hotcakes, and then they would have, you know,
And
they
then they're
would have
selling
sold
like
even quicker, you know, right?
yeah.
That's amazing.
Should do that for the next one.
Hot cakes.
Hotcakes.
What would the album art look like?
Hotcakes.
Like hot cakes? I like it.
Flapjacks. Smoking a pancake? Morgen the Blitz?
Crepe and a bong.
Oh, wow, wow, yeah.
Yeah, so that's how
How long ago was that?
it must have been 2017.
Nice. Right on.
Time is of the essence. Time is I'll tell you what I've been watching lately, and I absolutely love this, but this whole COVID thing, you know, it really kind of threw me, you know, and I think it throws a lot of people more than others. And right at the beginning, I went, what is, like, my world is not what it is, you know. And
Yeah.
I felt like I must have been like, I felt like a meth head or something. I couldn't get my thoughts together, and everything was just scrambly. And then you go, okay, this is what it is. Let's think of the real things that matter, like, you know, just connecting with people, you know, and saying hi, you know. And
Yeah.
yeah, so anyway, what I love to watch is this guy named Brian Cox. He has a show called Wonders of the Universe, and there's something settling and just lovely about that. You know, we're all part of this huge thing. You know, it's just yeah, I really like that. I think it's a, you wouldn't think it would be calming, but it really is actually.
Right.
Do you think we're the only life forms here on Earth?
The only life forms on Earth, or you mean just here
No,
on Earth?
like on Earth, we are life forms, but do you think there's life somewhere else?
I think there has to be. It's such a huge expanse. When I have this thing that comes, I actually get this on my phone. It comes up and it tells like all the newest details of what they've discovered about the universe, and it's insane. I'm almost thinking that it looks like a DNA strand if you pull way back, and it's
Right.
amazing how they know that. It looks like it's kind of like a replicating DNA, so it kind of makes you wonder what's large and what's small, and
Right.
yeah, it's really neat. Yeah,
How minuscule we actually are, right?
yeah, or really large. There was a great little thing you could bring up on the computer called the size of the universe, and it goes right down to these little quarks, these really
Yeah,
neutrinos, you know,
yeah. I've seen
and then you go to the very largest thing ever. So it's Pretty incredible. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Why were you looking at me like that?
Well, because you said, are we the only life forms on Earth? And I'm thinking, well, we're obviously not, because there's like insects, dogs and cats and freaking birds and
No, but we are life forms here on Earth. Are there other life?
Case in point, two funky news podcasters are trying to figure out what's going on.
What's your thoughts on like
what are your
Elon?
thoughts?
What are your thoughts on like Elon Musk sending that
Wasn't that
stuff out to
interesting?
Mars
Yeah,
Right?
Bitcoin.
to like land so he can reuse it and everything?
I don't know. He was on. Was he not on Saturday Night Live? And he started talking about how it's really nothing. That was Dogecoin or Dogecoin or whatever you call it. And they kept asking him,
Maybe.
"What is it though? What is it though?" And then it just crashed. From what I hear.
Right. Oh, we there as soon as I asked that question, we glitched out.
Yeah.
So we didn't catch your answer actually.
Oh,
But
yeah,
we'll smile and nod. Oh yeah.
Elon Musk. Well, you hear his name, then when you finally see him on SNL, you're thinking, "Oh, he looks like he's just a little nervous," and so maybe that kind of affected the market, and then when you hear it's not really anything, it's like records. You want something solid in your hand or something that's tangible, right? If you're going to invest in it, I would think.
Right.
Are you talking about Bitcoin now?
All of the above.
Okay.
I switched over to records.
Do you have a pretty decent record collection?
I do, and I've been trying to get through it. I have my Mission speakers over here, and my NAD amp,
Oh yeah.
and the turntable is a Technique, so I think I need to upgrade that. I was trying to win that one that you guys were giving away, but
Right.
Yeah. Sorry.
but it's a USB, right? So it's a little more for USB, like
No, well, just because it has USB doesn't mean you have to use it. But it's for a lot of people use it for if they have albums and they want to move it over as an MP3 as a kind of a backup, then you can plug it into your computer and digitize your records.
Oh, that's handy. That's really handy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what the USB is used for. But other than that, I don't think many people use it to plug it in and then listen to records on their computer speakers. Although, I think it's possible.
It probably happens a lot.
You think so?
I think that somebody like me would
Yeah.
would do
Well,
that,
maybe.
right? Not knowing any better, I would probably do something like that.
But yeah, maybe.
Or try
So
to figure
what
out
would
how to
be-
look at the webcam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you say? Okay, actually, I'll keep it simple. What's the last record that you played on your system?
The last record I played on my system, I think, would be, it's probably still on now. Ron Sexsmith.
Oh,
There you
And
go.
What's the album called? Hermitage.
is that the one with the pink letters and his own face on the?
Well, he's got a push mower and he's on his lawn and he's got a big pink boa around his neck, feather boa.
Oh, yeah, that's not the one I'm thinking of. But okay.
I love his songwriting. It's when you first hear Ron Sexsmith, you think, what's going on? But there's something about it, for me anyway, and I think a lot of fans as well. Pardon me. On third or fourth listen, you start going, "Oh wow, what a song!" Like it may not grab you like a Beatles song, but when it hits you, man, it's great. Yeah, that's what hardcore fans say.
I somehow I crossed paths with him on Twitter, because he's a pretty avid Twitter fan by the looks of it.
Yeah,
And
Pretty avid tweeter.
yeah. And then he has I think it's his self-titled record out.
maybe the first one. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was reissued, so I got that on the store, and
Ooh.
somehow I got into the Ron Sexsmith rabbit hole.
Gotcha.
But he didn't really catch me right away. So if
Yeah,
you
yeah.
ask me like what's your favorite song, I wouldn't know because I'd listened to it once and I'm like, okay,
Right.
sure,
The one I
But
love
you got to
about
listen to it more times.
clearly.
the one I love is called "This Song," and that's off the first album I got called Blue Boy, and the lyrics are funny. It's talking about how if you write a song like almost like can this song survive like it's a little child. Um, I brought a song into this world, just a melody with words. It trembles here before my eyes. How can this song survive? I, I brought it to the Tower of Gold in my coat of many holes. I came unarmed. They've all got knives. How can this song survive? I just go, oh man, that is a plug for Ron Sexsmith. There you go.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely
pretty
brilliant.
cool,
That makes me think you're a singer. I can imagine you're also a guitar player. Do you play any other instruments?
Oh,
well, yeah, I have my keyboard over here, so my fingering technique is terrible on the keyboard, but yeah,
Oh,
but I still make it work. Let's see, I'm actually left-handed, so when I first started playing guitar, I would play left-handed. I can still play like remember, do you ever watch Don Messer's Jubilee?
I have not.
It's
oh,
just really cool.
okay, yeah.
Oh, is that the guy who's in Roadhouse?
Roadhouse. Oh no, that would be Jeff
Who's
Healey.
There, Jeff Healey, right?
Yeah,
And
no,
he's
that's not.
blind. He plays the guitar
Yeah,
like that
no,
too,
not
right?
the same guy.
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
Such a good
Yeah,
movie.
incredible guitar player. And then he would jump up and then just peel out incredibly. Yeah,
So
really great.
is Paul McCartney your inspiration because you're left-handed?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. There's an interesting thing I wanted to ask, like on YouTube, saying what's Lennon or McCartney? You have to choose.
Oh,
So, Mark, who would you pick? Lennon or McCartney?
McCartney.
Okay, and Joel.
I might have to go with, just for argument's sake, I would go with Lennon.
Of course you would.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you, they asked 550 artists, and most people go, "Oh no, you can't do that. You can't do that." And I'll tell you, I have to pick McCartney just because of his melody is incredible, and
Yeah.
that's what works for me. But then I was thinking, well, maybe I should listen back to John and see what he offers to that. And you go, oh, there's such a heart there with Lennon, like a real, like he's really
Passion.
calling. You know?
He-
Yeah,
he
exactly, exactly. Yeah.
I think he was the better songwriter, but McCartney was the better musician overall, I think.
Right. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I would agree. I would agree to, for sure.
Yeah, but neither
Yeah.
one is a slouch. Like when you hear John at the piano, you're like what's the song called? Love.
Oh, yeah.
Love is real, real is love. But it's so sweet. Wow, it's just really, really something.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about two of the most famous artists in the world.
And there's still people that go, I can't stand the Beatles. What are you talking about? Like, and when people compare my stuff to the Beatles, it's like I would assume maybe like people comparing Rod Stewart's singing style to maybe Sam Cooke, like in the way that I'm really not trying to sound like them at all. But I think it's just there's an influence in there.
Were you a very big Beatles fan?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right.
So I was born in '59, so I remember in grade one. I'm older than dirt, but in grade one it was 1966, and my friend had a Hard Day's Night. And I just went, "What is that? Wow, what is that?" And in my memories, I walked up to Simpson Sears, and I thought, well, I got to buy that. And all they had was Rubber Soul. And they got the longer hair on the album, and I thought, oh no, oh man, it's not the same. Took it home, put it on my dad's stereo, and thought, wow, these are the same guys. They had Michelle was on there, and In My Life, and all those wonderful, wonderful tunes. So I thought, well, I'm in, man. So I just yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Question for you: Rubber Soul of Hard Day's Life?
Hard Day's Life. Well, Hard Day's Night. I would say.
Well,
Rubber Soul, more for me, yeah, just because they really started opening up, and
Yeah.
yeah, and they did a bit of this stuff.
Just a little bit, though. Just a little bit.
Just a tip.
That is for sure.
It's I heard on, I think it was a Dutch radio station where they dissected the or maybe it was a podcast where they dissected the whole Rubber Soul album, and I don't know, there was something about it where I heard the songs before, and it's like, okay, Beatles, whatever. But then when they started picking on each song and explaining what the songs were about, and then you started listening to the lyrics, it's like, all right, this is a completely different album now than before I listened to this.
Right.
Absolutely.
It's not just noise.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
actually
It's not just
represents
music.
something.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? There isn't much. I don't think there's much music today that
has a story.
that legitimately represents something. I think a lot of it is just noise today. I do. That's just my opinion. It's hard to find good music nowadays, right?
Is it?
I think so.
Absolutely. We have friends that go, oh, you got to listen to this guy, and I won't mention any names, and I'll listen to it, and I'll go, yeah, that's a great song, and then I want it to change. That's what I'm trying to do. Like, I really want it to be completely different, and then I'll listen to the next song on the album or the EP or whatever, and I'll go, kind of the same,
Yeah,
So
right.
that's my criteria. I'm not saying I'm able to achieve that diversity and variety, but I think it's something to shoot for. I think a lot of people they just have one little riff and they'll just call it a song,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying anyway.
Yeah, from the songs that you have, there's quite a bit of variety in there. I think, like some songs.
It's the lightning. It's the lightning.
It's got to be the weather.
Exactly.
I mean, let me do my hair nice.
Yeah. I was just gonna say his hair will start standing up. There you go.
Zap.
My wife would say, "No, you don't look good. I can't even see me. The thing is so small on my camera." But anyway, continue, please.
Song. Shit. What was I saying?
I think you were talking about the diversity that he has.
Oh, right. Yeah.
his
Some songs
Oh.
of on your album sound like Beatles songs, and then your new one, Skytrain Babe, is more like, I don't know what to compare it to, and that's a good thing. It's a Steve song.
I wanted to get stuck in your head all day long. Go, you're really, whatever the song is, really nice person living in a.
Yeah, fucked up world. Yes, you can say that.
You can swear on this show.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay. So how the SkyTrain Babe thing? You want to hear that story?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Please.
So I was working at Canada Post, and I'm standing there, and just like thinking, oh, that would be a nice. Maybe I could record that, or ding ding ding. It's just a C G C with the octave, I thought, maybe I can play something over that. So I had recorded it, and then I look over and I see this woman, and I wanted to use Erin in the video, but she said no. But I look over, I see this woman, and she's kind of looking right at me. Her eyes are like wide open, and I'm like, oh, okay. I'll look away as you do, right? On the out flirt. And then when I look back, she's completely asleep. She's like this. So I thought that was kind of funny. So I thought, well, I'll put that into the song, or just, not that she's fallen asleep, but anyway. And then I just found the C and the A minor and the G just fit over it nicely. And and that's how that came about.
How long did it take from start to end to create it? Would you say?
Well, that's interesting because it was recorded 10 years ago. It was the first time I went in the studio. And what's kind of interesting is a lot of friends are saying, oh, that's the best thing you've done. I'm like, really? I was so scared to go in the studio. You can question your own ability and whatever. And I went to see Scotty Woolard at Barrel House Sound. And he said, well, that's...
Hang on, Steve. We lost you again. Just a second.
Oh, wow.
It's our connection's pretty shitty here. So we lost you at when I asked you how long from the start to finish, would you say?
And then you said interesting question, and that's
then we lost you.
Well, that's good, because what I said wasn't all that great anyway. So let's start again.
So let's take that one from the top there.
how long did it take? Well, the song is 10 years old. And so from the time I wrote it out, oh man, it's going back now. I pieced it together. You got to think, well, how is it all how am I phrasing all those little notes and everything? And I just, what I find is if you have a song, don't overthink it. Just, there's some tonal things you have to work out. But I just started bringing in my friends, right off the bat. Dave DeWolf, he started playing the drummer. He started playing really fast. Like, no, it's half that. Um, so we had the tracks down probably 6 months or something like that. Just you can only go in so often to the studio,
Right.
and then it just sat on the shelf, and I thought, and then I play a bit of it, and I go, well, that's pretty good, So yeah, so I don't know if that answers your question, kind of.
Did you?
Well, yeah,
So
it does. So
after
about
that, sitting on the shelf, did you change anything to it, or it was that's the song? That's what
yeah,
I'm
like
gonna
what
release?
you
Yeah.
released there on YouTube, is that what was done like 10 years ago?
Well, it's really interesting because when I came across Doug Fury at Fortissimo Sound, he's a great recording engineer, but he mixes stuff really, really, really great. So we had the basic bones of it all there, and it took a while because we had to get Scotty Woolard at Barrel House Sound. So it was recorded on Sonar. It was like an old kind of band lab assistant program. So anyway, he brought it all up, and we found the files. That took a whole long time to do that, and then we transferred it over to Doug Fury, and then he mixed it. So the structure is exactly the same. And we got Frank. It's a shame that Frank Tassic's solo kind of ends. It's a great solo at the end of that, but it kind of worked out the way it was supposed to work out because it says I don't want to say goodbye, but through a dark and cloudy sky, I heard an angel's voice on high. And that part I was going to bring in an Italian opera singer. But then it would have cut off Frank's solo a little too early. So, yeah, it's nice now. It's just open. He put that echo on. And yeah, Doug Fury, he mixed it really, really nice. So the structure is there. That didn't change, but it's just, what the levels and all that, how he did it. Yeah. Like it came
Very
out
cool.
really good. Yeah.
So speaking of studios, you've been to Abbey Road.
Yes, we went there, and I think people get confused when they see that album mastered at Abbey Road. We actually walked into the office. It says, "Do not enter unless you have official business." So when Aaron and I were over there on our trip, and we hadn't mastered before that, you do a WeTransfer, and what was his name? What was his name? Who did Sean McGee? Yeah, he actually mastered the Beatles entire catalog and Rush and all these people, but we never did actually meet him. He did the work, and then when Aaron and I went over to England, we were there. I thought, well, let's go in, and it said, "Do not enter." I thought, well, we have official business here, kind of in the past. Walked up the steps, went in, and I didn't think Aaron was going to follow me. And I look up, she's right there. I'm like, whoa, okay. And they were super nice. I said,
What, you were going to leave your wife behind?
I thought, well, it's really official, right? You can't have a whole group coming in. Yeah, we need her. Yeah, no. So we went in, and the one thing I noticed that it smelled really good in there. Like the wood is like a nice smelling wood. I mean, you think everyone's been there. Duke Ellington, Bing Crosby. Man, oh man, just yeah. So yes, Abbey Road. Wow. Yeah.
So you got up there, and then what? They ask you, okay,
Yeah, what's your official business
So
here?
what's your official business? And you're like,
I said, well, this is my album. We had it with us, and Sean McGee, he was the guy who mastered it here. And yeah, can we say hi? we didn't even. Can we go down to number 2 studio? And they said, oh, sorry, there's a session in right now. They do a lot of work, whether it's soundtrack and orchestras and all that stuff. But
Right.
So they said, okay, thanks. And she was super nice, not like, angry or nothing like that,
Yeah.
The cool thing about Abbey Road is we were staying at Earl's Court, and then we thought, well, we'll just we go, how about today we go to Abbey Road? So we figured it out, took the train, worked out the tube system to St. John's Wood, walked over, got all our photos taken nice and early. And then the next day, they were working on the road. It was like all this construction. It was crazy. They put this big thing in the middle of the road, and we're like, wow, our timing was
Impeccable.
exactly right. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty neat, man.
So that's where that the crosswalk is too, right? Is that?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So did you did the whole pictures of you guys crossing that crosswalk?
Absolutely, yeah.
Nice.
Why
Do you
would
still
you?
have those pictures?
Why wouldn't you?
Oh, of course. Oh, actually, is it up there? I have it there somewhere. Yeah, you gotta. I didn't take my shoes off, but like Paul or anything, I'd probably get. Probably like it's not a rock. No.
Yeah.
Well, they have an Abbey Road webcam, so I think they're 8 hours ahead or behind or something like that. And I'll never forget going on the Abbey Road webcam, and I see this guy. He's dressed like Paul McCartney. It's real early in the morning. He sets up his camera. He's got a suit on just like Paul. He sets his self timer up, runs into the shot, starts walking across like Paul. Then he runs back. Check it. Oh no, I didn't do it right. Yeah.
I think you'll see a lot of that if you keep watching that webcam.
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't know
everybody.
there was a webcam. That'd be kind of funny to check it out.
Everybody wants to recreate that photo. But oh, you okay? I heard a little blink there.
Yeah, our power's flickering here right now.
Here. Yeah.
Are we still recording, Mark?
I think so.
I'm slowly loosening up. Oh, yeah. Getting better.
Yeah, we're still recording.
My feeling is a lot of.
If that, sorry, Steve, sorry to cut you off, but if we do lose you because the power goes out or something, we're just gonna jump right back on another call.
Yeah, just stay where you are.
Just sit tight, and if anything happens, like we'll get right back in touch and pick it up.
Yeah.
But go on. I'm sorry I cut you off there.
That's okay. Thunder and lightning. We used to get thunder and lightning all the time. You guys probably just like, there's that again, right? No. What happens when people go tourists to go see Abbey Road? A lot of them really haven't done their homework, or they just think, they look at the tube and they go, oh, let's go. There's an actual tube station called Abbey Road. So they all go there and they get out and they go, it doesn't really look like it. So they take the photos anyway. It's not even the right place. And to reverse what
that's funny.
Wayne's World would say, they're not worthy. They're not worthy.
Yeah. For sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Have you ever been there?
Abbey Road? No.
Yeah.
No. I've been to England, just not Abbey Road.
Right.
Oh,
Me
wow, that's
neither.
amazing how it does that.
Yeah.
Well, it's. I think I wouldn't put it past the power going out because it's wanting to. It's trying.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think the only reason we're still on is because my computer is on a battery backup.
Oh, very cool. Yeah. So when you guys get snow, let me ask you a question. Do you go,
Sure.
oh no, it's snow? I don't want to make anybody feel bad there, but Aaron and I, we used to get snow all the time when we were kids here in BC. So when it snows, we look at the park here. We're like, oh, we get so happy.
I can't stand it, man. I can't stand it.
Well, I get excited for the first couple of weeks. Yay, snow. And then it's like, snow.
It's everything that comes with it, right? Because then you're treading mud all over the place. And then, if it snows and it doesn't last, it's so
muddy.
gross and dirty.
Yeah.
Oh,
right?
bet, yeah.
There's mud everywhere. Everything's wet and sticky, and and then it's cold on top of that.
In other words,
right? And then when that wetness starts freezing, then it gets icy and slippery.
And then you get snow stuck in your wheels, and then your wheels are unbalanced.
Yeah,
and
and
you
your vehicle's
shaking out of your
shaking.
face.
So a little yes, but a big no.
Yeah, I can't stand
exactly,
it, man.
yeah.
As soon as I keep saying it, but as soon as I can afford to get out of here, I'm out. Like I have no reason.
Well,
no reason to be here.
The Lotto Max is 70 million today.
Yeah, I don't play that. I haven't played the lottery in like 3 years, man.
Oh,
Don't show your numbers, dude. We'll have to blur those out.
Well,
when's that draw though? When is that draw?
Actually, Zoom was focused on that, so nobody saw that. It's all good. for those who were listening, Steve just showed his Lotto
swiped his
Max
lottery ticket past the screen. When is that draw? Sorry, this
Today.
weekend?
Today.
Right now, I think, or
Oh,
whatever.
there you go.
Yeah.
Well, 6:49 here, so yeah.
There you go.
Well,
So
that's
this
the time it is,
episode is
6:49.
brought to you by Canada's newest Lotto Max winner, Steve Jensen.
So what happens if I sing like a Beyonce tune now or something? Do you have to pay money for that, or how does that work?
Not if it's your rendition.
Yeah, if it's you singing it, I think would be okay. But I think
Okay.
if you play Beyonce singing it, then we got a problem.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why do you want to?
But I better not.
Do you want to
Did you
sing
want to
us
sing a song? Because go hard.
Not Beyonce, no.
Why? What? How likely is it that we could get you to sing one of your songs?
It's Christmas time. What do you know? Look outside. I hope there's snow. Kids are away. They have grown. Time has flown. They're on their own. But all I want is you here with me, and to wish you a Merry Christmas. Family's over, they all are here. Time for some holiday cheer. Turkey's great, that's a wrap. Let's seat it up and take a nap. But I'm so glad that you are here with me. So I wish you a Merry Christmas. Our candles are all glowing, and our hearts are on a glow. It's all about the giving at this time of year, you know. So look at what I'm pointing at. Yes, it's mistletoe. Oh, oh. Ooh, doo, 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 doo. Da, da. Da, 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 get a coffee and look at lights on a winter's evening ride. We'll have a special feeling, and that we will not hide. Our hearts will yearn for loved ones no longer by our side. Everyone sing. Fa la la, la la la, fa la 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 la, fa la la, la la la, fa la 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 la. And I'm so glad that you are here with me. So I wish you a Merry Christmas. I am so very glad that you are here with me. So I wish you a Merry Christmas. Christmas, oh yeah. So I wish you a very Merry Christmas. Unreleased.
Okay, this afternoon.
A couple mistakes in there, bro.
This afternoon, when I was walking around in +30, I was not expecting a Christmas song.
I have to tell you, Steve, that there was one part there was like a loud thunder roll.
Oh yeah.
And you froze for about 15 seconds.
And Joel and I were looking at each other like,
of course, while you're in the middle of a song. So I just for those of you watching, like it was awesome.
I think the Zoom recording would still
Pick up the glitch.
pick up. No, pick up
That's okay.
everything he played.
I hope so. I won't know till the final
Yeah.
edit, but
The final release as well will be much better than that.
Is
So
that
is
I had
that-
it worked
is that-
out enough because it's got some neat little chords in there, and that, and in fact, that's what when I went into the studio for the first time to record that album behind you, Terry goes, "Really, we got to do a Christmas song, really?" And then I showed him some of those little changes, and he went, "Okay, well, this guy got an ear for structure and stuff." So anyway, that's that. Hopefully, it didn't make it feel hotter.
That's an original, right?
It is, yeah.
That was a freaking awesome Christmas song. You
Yeah.
know, that's one thing that we don't hear a lot of, like, new, not renditions of, but like you don't hear new Christmas songs.
No, it's
You know,
always Last Christmas. It's always what's that Mariah Carey song?
All I Want for
All
Christmas.
I Want for Christmas.
That's actually a kick-ass song.
is my 2 front. It's
You don't mean my 2 front teeth? That
Yeah, no,
yeah.
no, not that one. But
you'll knock their teeth out if they sing that. Poof.
Yeah, sing that again.
knock out Mariah Carey's name.
Yeah. And while you're at it, do you want a nice Hawaiian punch?
But yeah, no, that's
get some water here.
for sure, for sure. So that Christmas song you said is on this record?
No, it's not released yet. I just thought I'd give it a try there.
Oh yeah.
But it will be on the coming up pretty soon, I think.
I like it. So we have a
Get the little jingle bells going and stuff,
Well, and there was the one part, I'll be honest, I was thinking it kind of reminded me of 007 a little bit. The one part where it's like da, 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 da. You know what part I'm talking about? I was like, how do I know that? But yeah, and then it made me think of James Bond.
Oh, I
In
know
a
what you mean.
Christmas song.
This little bit here, let's see.
That one, yeah. Right?
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
all those UGVs when you shake them.
Down, 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 down.
Steve wrote a great Christmas song, and you're butchering it with 007.
I'm not trying to butcher it. I thought that was
No,
awesome.
no.
It was
Fine.
it's an awesome song, man. I
Yeah.
really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah,
Oh,
more?
well.
You got more songs? You got more? I mean, if you're on a roll, feel free to play another one.
Oh, yeah, I could. I wonder if I should be giving away these new tunes, but yeah. I was talking to a friend of Aaron's, and he's a musician, and he says, yeah, copywriting, the fact that you've heard it, I know it, if anyone's gonna, I don't think anybody steals tunes anymore, but I don't think so. Let's see. You want the clean version or the dirty version of this one?
I would
I
pick
mean-
Dirty.
Dirty, as dirty as possible.
Innuendo, so it's called Baked Goods. You own a bakery and I've seen you around. You got the cutest tarts in town, but I want to try your pie. Your fluffy donuts, they are certain to please. The way you bake makes me weak in the knees, and I want to try your pie. It's not really dirty. The dough is rising, so it won't be surprising to you. Ooh, ooh. I love your bacon, no one loves your cooking like I do. I do. So give me cookies, baby, that ain't wrong. I'll have a dozen if it helps me along. And I try your pie. Here's the solo. The dough is rising, so it won't be surprising to you. There ain't no faking, no one loves your baking like I do. I do, I do, I do. So get me cookies, baby, that ain't wrong. I'll have a dozen if it helps me along. And I'm gonna try your pie. And I wanna try your pie. I'm gonna taste your pie. Yeah, Ross, thank you.
I love it.
So is it warm
Okay.
apple pie? Or
Cherry.
cherry?
Yeah.
She's my cherry pie?
Yeah, you bet.
It's your fault you asked for the dirty or the the innuendo version anyway.
Yeah, that wasn't dirty. We're talking about pie, right?
So good.
That's going to be my stock answer from now on. Just about pie.
Yeah.
What was the last version, Aaron? I changed it. It's better than that. I thought, well, I could. It's actually called "I Want to Be Your Guy," but I thought, well, if I play it live, I'll discuss. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I get it.
Oh, yeah. Did you write that for Aaron?
Yes.
We believe you.
Yeah.
I got
Well, I've
it.
written about what is it, like 200 songs? Like when I first started playing guitar, like all the way back. Yeah. To me, that's what matters more than well, first of all, you got to have the hot chops, if you're going to be like an amazing guitar player. But to me, that's never been the thing. So whenever if I'm in a band and I got to take all the lead solos, I'm like, yikes. But to me, it's more about the song and what you do, live.
Right.
Yeah.
Joel, you were mentioning on the previous 69 69 podcast there that when you stand in an audience and you're watching the show, and then if the musician notices you, you get like tense. And I understand that. Like you don't want to be in the front row because the audience is, you don't want to be like on behalf of everybody.
That's exactly it. I've had that feeling multiple times because when I go to shows, I want to try and get as close to the artist as I possibly can. Like
Sure.
ideally, I want to be backstage, front row, whatever I can get. But
Yeah.
on the other hand, I don't want to be seen, right? Because I want to take the show in. So if I'm front row and center, like I just want to visualize it, take it in. So I might not be just like rocking out or anything. But then when the band notices me, then I feel guilty that I'm just like, that I'm not rocking out or whatever. Do you know what I mean? It's very
Absolutely.
awkward feeling.
Yeah.
Well, it brought to mind way back. Bryan Adams was playing. I think it was called there's some theater that was on Hastings, right off in Nanaimo, and he had just released Cuts Like a Knife, right? And he was going to go on tour opening for Journey. It was like a hot ticket, right? So he thought he would play this little theater. It was an all ages show, so it was all these kids and everyone's going crazy. And I had long hair and I was trying to be cool, right? So I'm standing there, and he's Bryan Adams just kicking ass. I couldn't believe it. And I'm just standing there like this, and all of a sudden he's jumping around, the place is going crazy. All of a sudden he stops and he looks right at me and goes,
Yeah.
oh, he's looking right at me and he's asking me if it's any good. So I went, fuck yeah, man. He was just kicking it. Oh, it was just great. Yeah.
For sure. I totally get that.
That's me.
Yeah.
What's the best show you've ever seen?
Wow. I have a list of them, but I won't bring that out now. I like 80 shows I've seen,
Top
When you
5.
say best, I would have to say I'm a rock guy, and Cheap Trick are great, and Rush and Frank Zappa. But all that being said, Tony Bennett at the Orpheum.
Interesting.
I couldn't believe it. He was so good. He goes, ladies and gentlemen, this is such a nice venue. I don't really think we need to use the PA. So turn me off, and I'm just going to sing to you and my guitar player. So he did Fly Me to the Moon, and the guy just came out and just played his acoustic, and oh, I'm crying. It was so good. It was
Right.
just, yeah, when it really connects, Yeah.
How big was that venue?
Oh, it's pretty big. It's got the box seats, and it's a big old classic theater.
Oh wow.
The Orpheum, like really, it's like a 19, I don't know, 30s playhouse or something like that. Yeah, right downtown Vancouver. I
Huh.
couldn't guess.
I'm trying to
That
think of who the hell were we talking to that was saying, like, one of the shows they were at. I don't even know if you were with me, that it brought them to so much emotion that they started crying. Like recently, like within the last couple of weeks. Was I with you when somebody told me that? Frick, I don't remember.
it's okay to
Anyway.
cry. It means you're like, I've cried in the studio when people are playing on my. Try to go. What's the artist thing about it? Well, he's tearing up, so it's a good sign.
Yeah. Yeah, I've definitely heard music that has brought me to tears,
Yeah.
for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Unexpectedly. Definitely it's happened to me. Never at a live show before, but just depending on what's going on that day or what's going on in somebody's life, right? When you hear a song, it
Oh,
triggers,
absolutely. That's
right?
that's what
Yeah.
that's what music's about. Tom Waits, when I saw him also at the Orpheum, or was it the Queenie? One of those, Orpheum, I think. And he came in. He had hardly ever toured. So Tom Waits, he did a song called "The House Where Nobody Lives," and I don't want to forget, but the lyrics are just like bang. You're not
Right.
expecting it. He's
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. It's yeah. It's you got to keep yourself open for that, or else Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
So I'm hoping to get back in the studio hopefully fairly soon. I keep calling the guys and saying, "Hey, let's get together," but I got to have my act together on this end, you know. And
Right.
and then they're busy working, so
Do
it's
you have songs lined up for an album?
lots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know which ones are going to go
Well,
on, or is it just
he just
whenever you're
played
in?
two of them.
Huh?
He just played two of them.
Yeah, yeah. But are you going to be in the studio?
Yeah.
But we want more.
No, but are you
I
going
don't mind.
into the studio knowing exactly which songs are going to go on the album, or is that decided on the
Well,
spot in the studio?
when you say album, like I don't know whether I should release a single, but I think overall, if you go and just spend the time, put all the tracks down, and then I can transfer it over to Doug Fury, who is now working. Well, he's Biff Naked's guitar player,
Hmm.
Doug Fury. So anyway, he's got his studio in London, Ontario now. So it's a little different because I can't really say, well, do it this way. But my point being, though, I think it's a little cheaper if you just the recording end of it I can do for basically nothing. I just got to drive out to Ed Fabian's studio out there in Delta. But when it comes to the songs, yeah, you try a bunch, and then if they don't work. So I'm thinking these days, I hate to say it, I wish I could put out vinyl, but it's a costly thing on my end.
Well, especially the way you did it with your this album here. You went
Oh
cross
yeah.
country to sell it to record stores. So that way it's expensive, yeah.
So you were like walking into the stores, record in hand, asking them to sell them at the store, or what's the story there?
What store is that?
Any
I missed
store.
it.
Because you went cross
Oh yeah,
country,
well we
right?
went across. Oh yeah, well we went across Canada, and we rented our little Ford Escape, and we said, hey, we got this album, and would you take some, and we weren't trying to. Most of them did like a consignment kind of an idea, but yeah, that's what we did. And then when we were in Winnipeg, we made a wrong turn into Warroad, Minnesota, and they said, "So what's all these albums?" And I said, "Well, we're just gonna give them into stores." They were not too happy about that. They thought we were lying, the U.S.
Oh,
border. But yeah, that's what we were gonna do. Just and that's what we did in England as well. We just hit all these shops, and it was pretty cool.
So did they make you turn around at the border?
No, no, they were really, really mean. I thought, well, okay, we were just following the GPS, and we were trying to get up to Fort Francis, Ontario, and when they thought, well, we have nothing to hide really. And then they were just like, well, you're a retired musician. Yeah, you got that BC pot, eh? And like they were just so
Oh, really?
really hard on me. I'm like, whoa. And I like to be truthful, but I was almost going to say, well, I do a little vape every now and then or something. And thank God I didn't.
Yeah, that would
Yeah.
get you in more trouble.
So I just went, no, I don't do that. And he goes, really? And he puts on this rubber glove, and I thought, oh no, we're not doing that, are we?
Bend over, sir.
Oh, wow.
Ay,
Oops,
ay.
sorry. I was going to do one of these little songs here.
Oh.
If you don't mind.
Not at all.
Not
bud.
at all. Please do.
Giving away all my secrets here. So this is going to be tuned down a bit. I was hoping, well, we have a special guest star that we're hoping is going to sing this, but we'll have to see. So it's kind of like, what do you call it? The Temptations.
Oh,
So it'd be like this. It's been a while. Think of the word. Here we go. Told me I had sunshine on a cloudy day, even though it was cold outside. I had the month of May. Never been too far, but it's nice. Also, they say that something feels wrong. Just a city girl singing a country song. The girl's gonna sing this, obviously. Da, 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 da. I don't have all the words about. City girl singing a country song. Told me I had sunshine on a cloudy day, even though it was cold outside. I had the month of May. Never been too far, but it's nice. So they say something feels wrong. Just a city girl trying to find where I belong. Just a city girl singing a country song. Just a city girl singing a country song.
Wow. Holy shit, man.
I like that one.
I
too.
like that one a lot.
Yeah, I was playing that for Ed last time we were done doing the Mr. Steve rehearsal. He goes, "What is that? What is that?" And I said, "Well, it's just one of these ones I have." And he goes, "We got to do that one. We got to do that one." So I thought,
yes, you do.
it's open for a lot of different ideas and things like that.
Do you have do you know who you want singing it already? Like, is that in the works already?
Yes.
Okay.
She's a little shy about it, but I don't want to, wrangle her in too much.
Right. Oh man, somebody's specific's name was came to mind. I was like, that would be an awesome song for them, but I'll say it off air. I'll say it off camera.
What we mean.
Yeah.
Just in case you get it right, I'll have to have this deadpan face.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can cut that out.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
not
that's
supposed to-
awesome.
Oh,
that
thanks,
was,
man.
that
Yeah,
was
I like it.
freaking
It's just
cool,
kinda-
man. That's probably my favorite out of the 3 so far. Like legit.
Yeah.
That's
Really? You didn't like the Christmas song as much?
the Christmas songs kick ass too. That'll be my favorite Christmas song this year.
There you go.
Please
Really?
tell me that Christmas song will be released by Christmas though.
Yeah, we
No,
should. We
in
should.
January.
No, I'll have to let's just do the one and whatever it is. But yeah, I like that one too. It's kind of nice. It's
It
still
reminded
open
me
for.
of. It reminded that like there were parts in there.
Of the Christmas one or the
No, this one on the piano.
Country Girl one?
And it sounds that I had some.
Like Temptations?
No, Elton John.
Oh
Elton
yeah.
John.
Well, that's
I was
the
thinking
whole.
like old,
Yeah, the Temptations thing. I don't know if that's gonna like. Yeah, hey, why not put it in? You know,
like that
and,
Motown, like that old Motown, like
I got
Jackson
something.
5, early Michael Jackson.
I got Sunshine.
Like
yeah,
Ben. Remember when he sang Ben?
Yeah.
Like that kind of
Yeah,
vibe is what I was catching off of it.
Yeah, that was the whole point. Like there would be like it's got that little motif da 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 into that minor, and then you know.
But there was also a little bit of.
Oh,
There was also a little bit of Elton John, your song in there.
it's a little bit funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks, guys. Just trying to try to keep it, different than maybe something else. And I'm totally open to having the song change. There's a lot of people. Doug was telling me that he gets people that in the studio that they're like micromanaging. I'm the writer of the song, and I want it to be exactly like this. But to me, it's just you keep it open.
I think
Like
so
on-
too.
Yeah.
I think that
breathing, right? It's
like
alive,
today's,
right?
yeah, you bet. Today's world, I think there's a lot more of that than there was 20, 30 years ago.
Oh yeah.
For
You
sure.
got to keep it open. I think I have something. Oh yeah, there's another one, but no, I can't do it for you. It's real heavy.
It's all good, man. This is awesome. I was trying to think, what's the time difference there? Like what time do you have there?
The time is now. At the tone, it will be 8:45.
Beep.
I thought you were just
8:45.
gonna say the time is now. That was it.
Okay, we're 9:45.
Right.
Well, that's right, baby.
So
I have
is
another-
there? Sorry, Steve. Do you have music videos online anywhere?
Oh, absolutely. We have the SkyTrain Babe with the.
Yeah. The
that's,
animation.
done-
You didn't see that one?
No, because they're not on your YouTube channel, are they?
Oh, I don't.
Like
You
I
saw how
listened to your
people
YouTube
started, I
channel
have no
today, and
idea.
See? I
Yeah.
told you that.
that's funny that you say that because I was asking Mark today. I was like, I listened to everything on YouTube. I was like, Mark's talking about videos, and I'm like, I didn't see any videos on YouTube at all. And Mark said exactly what you just said. He's like, I bet you if you ask him, he's probably one of those guys who's like, I just uploaded it. I don't know where it is.
Well, yeah, there's a certain way to do it. Kevin Stewart Swain, a brilliant friend of ours, and plays with Al Harlow and Thor and all these people. If you click on his KevinStewartSwain.com, it's all the links are just flawless and just they're really nicely done. If you're
Right.
an old dinosaur like me, like you go, oh, what, where, how, when, why?
Yeah.
And I'm not the worst one out there, but I should probably hire somebody to really work it out. So anyway, yeah, we have a really nice person living in a fucked up world. That's one that's on SteveJensenMusic.com. And Walking Back Home to You Now is the other one. And of course, the instrumental of all us nuts in the field here, Whale Oil Beef Hooked.
Oh, is that the one in
That's
the?
how. Oh, I get it. I saw. Yeah. Okay.
Whale
that the
Oil
one?
Beef Hooked.
That's the one in the park, right?
That's right. We're all running
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, we don't run out of my. What do you call it? The power on my phone here. Yeah. Funny thing is, we got a call from a musician friend of us, and she goes, "So what's that mean? Why is it called Whale Oil Beef Hooked? Why do you have that? What does that mean?" Explain. A fisherman gets a leak in his boat. He goes, "We'll all be fucked."
Yeah.
Basically what it is. I have another song that it's going to be an instrumental as well, and I thought we'd switch Dan to be like a little court jester, and his wife Lily, was not Lily come home, but she'll like be kicking him around. I'm really tired. Just find my bed. I'm sleepy, and it'll be a takeoff on the Sofa King Tired.
Oh,
Yes.
It'll be called
Sofa King.
Exhausted Chesterfield Lords, and we'll have a big couch out there on the field, be like musical chairs, and we have this little instrumental that will play, and everyone's got a crown on. They're trying to stay on the couch.
Trying to be the Sofa King.
Yeah, exactly. The Sofa King is tired. You can still edit all this, right?
You bet.
Oh, fantastic.
100%.
no, we're live on YouTube. Remember?
Yeah, we're live on YouTube this whole time.
Yeah.
If you want to throw people off, just give them that finger. They go. It's right next to the dirty one.
Yeah.
It's so different because I just got my phone here, so I'm used to seeing everything a little bit larger. So I'm like, I
Right.
see me there, but
Will you let us know if you win? Actually, would you let anyone know if you win?
I better let Aaron know.
If you won, if your numbers are drawn, are you that guy who's going to cash it in immediately, or are you going to sit on it for like a couple months?
Oh, I'd love to
before you
sit on
cash
it. Just because we have a financial planner, she'd help us with. Well,
yeah.
Steve, do you want to leave Aaron right now? No. That's what they say. Money can lead to all that terrible stuff. No, I'd never do that. Yeah, but you want to. You got to be careful. You don't want to wait too long, right? Because there was a.
I think you have a year. I think.
Yeah, but what if all of a sudden, like, no, I got a heart attack. You got to get to the.
Yeah.
Got to get to the office. Yeah. Is something. My mom actually got 5 out of 6 numbers on the 649, and she was all excited. And I think she only got like $2,000 or something, like a real little amount. You're like, what?
Right. Yeah.
Wow.
Because there's so many people that had 5 out of 6 numbers, right?
Yeah, the astronomical odds of.
I quit buying lottery tickets years ago, man. It
But
just.
Hang on, that doesn't answer my question. Would you tell anyone?
Oh.
Or would you be like, it's in my bank account. I'm not going to tell anyone. I'm just going to live off.
I'm Mr. Blabbermouth, so I would just make sure I don't.
You'd be in the national news there, right?
Yeah.
Musician from BC wins Lotto Max, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. When lightning strikes, yeah. Then you hear about these people in the States. They win a lot. They like this guy won this
I know.
one.
Well,
This one.
the thing with them, like their lotteries are like $108 million or whatever the hell it is, but their population is so much bigger than ours. Plus, their lotteries get taxed as well.
Yeah.
Ours don't in Canada.
They lose half of it.
Right. So if you win 20 mil in Canada, you get $20 million, right? Tax free, which is pretty cool.
That's for sure. So I have a friend who is from Saskatoon, and he has a podcast called the Peanut Butter Tiger Podcast, and he is now living in Martinsville.
Oh, nice.
Oh, moving up in the world.
Yeah, he's a really neat guy. He's from Vancouver, and he's had some hard knocks in life, but he's always playing my stuff. Oh, my friend. Oh man, these guys are gonna hate me.
His last words. Oh, these guys are gonna hate me.
So that was Steve.
Yep. That sucks. I wonder if that thunder crash came through in the audio. The few of them that happened.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Anyway, so what are we doing?
You own a bakery and I've seen you around. You got the cutest tarts in town, but I want to try your pie.